Hello, this is PrinceGuts. This is a new type of video, and it's not easy for me to make this, okay? It's gonna take me some time, and I just want to talk about this specific user that has been going around lately. Well, for a while, actually. There's a lot of drama about them, and a lot of people know that they are not a good person, and I agree with that. I've been in and out friends with them, even sometimes ago, like some time ago, dating them. If a lot of people were like around the time like 2020 to 2022, there was a lot of occasions where I quote unquote dated them, even though it was a lot of the time then kind of like just telling me that they liked me and I didn't really know how to reply, so I just kind of went along with it, even though it would only last most of the time, like only a week or so. We get into some pity drama, pity fight, and then after that, a couple of weeks later, they come back, apologize, and over again. So this user has been very problematic for a lot of people. Also, before we really get into depths about what he did and what type of stuff he's gotten himself into, I just want to say anyone that I mention or that you might know, because I'm going to keep like a lot of people anonymous since I don't want anyone to get harassed. So with that, I also want to mention that I am just speaking out of my own experience and what I've heard, what I've seen him do. So it's my own opinion on this person. So if you're mad at me for shit talking someone, I'm just saying what I've seen, what is true, and what happened in the past with this specific user, so everyone can be aware of it. So with that being said, we're talking about Argos, that also went by Bunnyboxy and multiple other usernames. They keep changing it once in a while, like make up your mind, dude. And this user has been in the animation meme community, so 2D animation type of content that they've been posting, and MMD content as most of recent. MMD, if you don't know what this is, MMD is basically the synonym of Miku Miku Dance. And Miku Miku Dance is basically a 3D model animation software where you can import. Sorry, this is not scripted, by the way. You can import models into the software to make your avatar or model that you're using, which can be taken from online or pre-made, to make them dance to certain type of music. You can make your own image. Anyway, this is a video about a user, not the whole Miku Miku Dance software. So I am going to start off with the over-sexualization of other people or even themselves. Argos has been known to get into multiple relationships in such small time, which is not good for other people's health, and getting in and out of relationship with these certain users, which it's not a really good thing to start doing that, and then after that start drama with them whenever they disagree with something. Like, you could literally just say, hey, I really like this character from example is TV show. For example, take Valentino from Has Been Hotel. Just like, hey, I really like this character, it's really like into the story, even though it's a bad character. And then Argos could just go up to you and be like, well, that means that you support sexual assault. That means that you support whatsoever that the character did bad, even though that's not true. You do not support that. Then after that, it just starts a pity fight when you're like, well, no, that's not what I meant. I just like the character design, the story, Could pull out anything. If he wants to get into a fight with you, he will get into a fight with you, start drama, and then start spreading shit about you. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's also privacy issues that he's been crossing boundaries, basically. For example, sharing around people's private vans, sharing around people's private story to try to make them look like a bad person. I will not be mentioning to who this happened, but this just happened generally, even to me. He decided once to spread some for example, event that I told him, about my personal life, and decided to spread it around. Next up, there's also some quote-unquote popular creator who decided to block him for personal reasons. I am not really aware of it. It's just that I know that some popular creators do not want to have anything to do with him, which is a good thing that they're setting down their boundaries over people like that, because it can just Literally, they could have told him anything, that he would go around and spread it. Like, I have a couple of example people that of like people that blocked him that are kind of open about it. There's Twisted Doctor. I think there's Foxy Boxy too. And even at the time when I was dating another popular creator, I'm kind of still open about it, so I will tell them. Well, tell you guys who it was. It was a kitty dog. And there was a time where I was getting harassed by Argos multiple times a day, either being sent DMs from like alternative account. Whenever I would block it, then, you know, he's just come back with a new account. So kitty dog one time even went up to him and told him, hey, you know, like, leave PrinceGuts alone, you know, it's not a cool thing to do. And, you know, like, just had to try to set down a boundary for me because I could not do it. I kept telling him to leave me alone and he wouldn't do it. I think after that, kitty dog told him to stop doing that. He actually stopped for a bit, so that did help. Now, for this part, I will put a trigger warning as it talks about sexual assault. So if you are sensitive to subject like that, I will ask you to either continue at your own pace, or if you don't want to hear about it, I'll put a timestamp on where you can skip where the conversation about this stops. So a while ago, Argos admitted to sexually assaulting one of their in real life friends, quote unquote, / ex-partner. And they admitted it in DMs, and now apparently there's someone going around saying that someone pressured him into saying it or saying stuff like that, even though we all know it's not true. He's always trying to blame someone else for his own actions. There's always someone else on the other line that did worse than him, even though it's not true, which is pretty toxic in my opinion. Argos is also the type of person to rely a lot on other people on their own mental health, even though the other people are not really okay trying to help them out constantly. There's always a situation of him trying to hurt himself or claim that he will try to attempt. What ended up happening with that is that a lot of people realize that he's just kind of guilt-tripping everyone to believing that he will actually kill himself, which is not a good thing to do in my opinion. He would do this to me often, even as of recent, so it's not just an old thing, it's recent. He would act all depressed and stuff while I try to help him, but nothing would work. And then, you know, after that, he just come back like if nothing ever happened. He never apologized, you know, for, you know, putting people through stressful situation. And I feel like it could have been a good step, you know, like even for me, sometimes I do get depressed, but I don't go around saying that I'm going to try to attempt suicide. It's a normal feeling to get sad once in a while, but the problem with him is that he does not have therapy nor anything to help him out in real life, and just puts his all of his problems on other people's shoulders, and these people often already have a lot on their plates, so it's not helping. He's not really asking, hey, you know, can I vent? Can I talk to you about my problems? No, he just straight up gets to the point and make other people feel bad for not really being able to quote unquote help him. So for now, I will be mentioning about his alternative account issues. He often makes alternative accounts just to harass people, or, you know, like spam bots type of stuff, where he just like leaves comment on people that, you know, quote unquote his victims. That's how a lot of people just say it. But well, damn, okay. So this next part about this video is going to be about his problem with making multiple alternative accounts, trying to either quote unquote get away from his problems, even though he's being as problematic as he was on his main account. For example, he would make a lot of other accounts to harass his victims meaning people who he've hurted in the past and does not want anything to do with him, basically. So with that, he made this mostly recent account that I know has been online for over 10 months now, I believe. That's what I could figure out on my own, basically. So this alternative account mostly go by Vane, or Vini, I think it also went by. And basically with this account, everyone knows that it's him, but he always claims that it's not. So with that account, what he does is basically the same thing that he does on his main account. Even though it may be another user who's really close to him and, quote unquote, is an actual other person, well, this person is as bad as Argos. They go around spreading misinformation about current drama going on around that is none of their fucking business. And they are also harassing people, telling other people a lot of fucked up shit. Even for me recently, this user, quote unquote, aka Argos, has went around to my current ex and, kind of shit talked me behind my back on public. So they sent a comment on this person's Instagram post going like, hey, I'm sorry he cheated on you, he's a prick or whatever. Which just led to more drama, and me ended up blocking pretty much everyone. Even though I hadn't blocked this ex before, I did now because of what came up after. That's just kind of personal things, but basically his action led me to fully cutting ties with them, even though I was planning on maybe trying to rebuild a relationship with them. But it just ended up not working out because he decided to, put his nose where it doesn't belong. So yeah, basically that's pretty much what I'm gonna mention today. I am maybe planning on making a proper video about him and another user that has also been causing a lot of issues. They're pretty much related to each other. Well, not related like family-wise, but they kind of work together a couple of times, which is not that good. So I am planning on making maybe a proper video that will be properly scripted and with a lot more proof of what has been going down with them. There is also a YouTube channel, I think, if I remember, that has a lot of like his past videos where he would talk about certain topics that happen, or just drama videos generally. I could link a couple that could help you guys have a lot more context on what's actually going on. I know that my video is not the best and it's kind of short, I would say. But if you guys want to check out more into the problem and, form your own opinion, do it. But please do not harass people. I do not want anyone going around and, trying to talk to him and stuff like that, trying to change him, because this shit has been going on for years. He's not going to change. He's almost 18 and, his action do have consequences around people, and I don't want anyone, any of my following actually getting into this drama and just, actually getting hurt by him. He did a lot of stuff, and I don't think he's really going to change anytime soon. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope that it helped people understand more of the situation that he's gotten himself into. Honestly, just take care of yourself and, try to, if you're doing similar things to him, there's always a chance of you getting better and just generally becoming a better person. If you are doing stuff that is very similar to him, please reach out for help. It's not a bad thing to want to help yourself to get better and actually be able to manage to build stronger relationships with people around you. It's a good thing that you, if that's the case, that you realize your problems and what you cause to other people and bring it out to a professional that could generally help you becoming a better person. Anyway, that's it for this video. Like I said, I'll probably be making another one soon, more in depth about what happened, and it is going to be scripted since you can probably hear me stutter a lot. It's rare for me that I make a genuine video with my voiceover like that, so I hope it's not that bad and that I can actually manage to make something a little better next time. But I hope you guys have a good day, and remember to stay safe, drink some water once in a while, because I know most of y'all are probably dehydrated like I am.